Okay, so we are going to watch Autumn talk live tonight for 4-week gut protocol. I am still waiting on her to hop on. So give us a minute. I see everyone else commenting, where is the link for the live? So maybe they're just having technical difficulties. All right, so we are talking, if you're not watching this and you're watching the replay, we're talking about 3 things that you are grateful for. So I want you to also take a minute to think about 3 things you're grateful for if you're watching this or if you're doing it in real time.
Live. April.
What?
She's live. Refresh it.
April, if you could just stop talking, that would be great. There she is.
The freaking super trainer here with us to talk about her newest program. And just to
Hold on, I'm clicking to expand. It's paused on my end too. Hold on. Maybe I'm not going to be able to expand it.
I am ready to talk about all the things gut protocol. Okay, so for me, and I know that there are other people who are thinking the exact same thing. So before I jump in to tell my little anecdote, what is 4-week gut protocol? I know people are like, what are they talking about? Yeah, you guys, so this is my new nutrition program. It's a comprehensive nutrition program. Thing is normal. They think going to the bathroom every 2 days is normal, or going to the bathroom 4 or 5 times a day is normal. Like, things that are not normal have become our normal because we don't even know how good we are meant to feel. And as we kick this off, I think there's a couple things that are really important for me to drive home right out of the gate. Yes, you guys, I am not a registered dietitian. I am not a doctor. That being said, I want to say 2 things. I personally believe that life is our best classroom. And because I suffered from this myself, I have probably spent more time researching, studying, trying, talking to different medical professionals, staying on the cutting edge of it than you would ever get going back to school for 4 years. And not that I'm even saying that that is enough. We have a team of experts at Beachbody, registered dietitians, doctors on board, gut health experts. So this was not just me saying, I think this is good for gut health. This is a team of us saying, this is what the science shows, and this is how we want to give people a jumping in point to improving their gut health, because everybody can benefit. Even if you already think you're eating super healthy, super clean, we can all benefit from always working to improve ourselves.
I love that you got that out the way early in the conversation, because you don't need to be an expert in order to share about this program, but you also know how you feel. And so I was telling you that this program is for me. I actually was diagnosed with IBS at 11 years old, like had a colonoscopy at 25 and was just told, don't eat red sauces, don't eat dairy. And it's like, well, what the heck do I eat? And so sometimes it's like, I'm just over here eating a bottle of Tums, knowing that at the end of that day, at the end of that night, my stomach was going to hurt. You know that that is not supposed to be how it is. You're not supposed to feel like this, but that's you and me. We have these severe issues. You just hit the nail on the head. You said this program's for everybody. So jump in. How is this program for everyone? And it's still being so specific.
Well, like I said, first of all, we can all benefit from treating our bodies better. And you guys, I say that as somebody that focuses on treating my body to the very best of my ability every single day. That doesn't mean I'm great or perfect at it every single day. And that doesn't even mean, like, in the height of when I thought I was doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing, and I was eating all these healthy foods, I was at my lowest and my worst, because for me, some of the healthy foods that I was eating were what were causing sensitivities in my body. So you could think you're doing all the right things. You can think everything is normal. I went through those times where I was like,
this is, I guess, is just what you're supposed to feel like at 35 and 36 and 37. But there was always a voice in the back of my head going, no, it's not, Autumn. You know better than that. You know, our bodies are made to work. They're made to feel good. They're not made to feel this bad. Keep looking, keep diving in, keep doing your own research. You have to be your own biggest advocate. So that is what I did. So like I said, everybody can benefit from fueling their bodies in a little bit better way, from moving their bodies in a little bit easier way, right? Like y'all know I love a good, hard, crazy workout. Hello, 9-week control freak. I laid on the floor and cried at the end of the workout. That doesn't
We all did.
Oh, I sure did. And it is in the video. They left it right there with the towel over my face, right? And everything.
That's when we felt connected to you the most, girl.
And you know what? And I actually, in that moment when I was filming that, I had that, like I laid there and I almost choked the tears back, but it was a really stressful time in life. And I'm telling this story for a reason. We were really at the height of the pandemic. We were in such tight lockdown here in LA. And because we were on that set, we were literally allowed to go to like 2 places. It was my house and that set. And the set was full of tension because everybody was so worried. And so I had all that stress happening and the weight of creating the program in 9 weeks and filming and energy that the emotional breakdown was more from that than just the butt kicking I had given myself in the workout. And I know we're still all experiencing things like that. We also have stressful moments. So while a great, intense, hard workout is really good and needed at times, we still need the yin and the yang, and we still need the balance. And that's why we're pairing 4-week gut protocol with 4 weeks for everybody, because studies show that exercise impacts our gut health, and it can impact it in a positive way and it can impact it in a negative way. Not exercising at all can impact it in a negative way. Exercising really hard for too long, and I really want to stress that too long part, because I don't want you guys to think like 9-week control freak is bad, or morning meltdown is bad, or P90X is bad. Those things, they're not bad programs, you guys. But what happens is people find them and love them, and they do them over and over and over again without having a little bit of the rest period. And then we get so addicted to our workouts, because trust me, I love them too, that we're like, oh, rest day? I don't need a rest day. And what you're forgetting is that is still stress on your body, and an overload of stress on your body can have a negative impact on your gut health. So these are
I feel like you are speaking to so many coaches right there. You just called so many people out, because you're right. We're not resting, we're trucking right along. And it all goes with your overall health ecosystem. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Because everything impact, right? It's not there. Nothing works in isolation. I was just saying this when I was talking on the other call that, it's not just what we eat, although that's a huge part of it. It is how we manage our stress. It is whether or not we're getting enough sleep. It is the things that you ingest from our little phone, right? Like, we're ingesting information all day long. And if that information has you constantly agitated, heightened, stressed, all of that stuff is going to impact your gut health. And our gut is referred to as the second brain for a reason. Our gut health has a direct connection to our brain via the vagus nerve. They're constantly talking to each other. And y'all, gut health is an emerging science. So even what we know right now will continue to progress and evolve over the next coming years. But more and more, what we're finding out is that this ecosystem in our gut, the microbiome and the microbiome that's on our skin, has so much more of an impact on our overall health and well-being than we even realize. And that really, it might be the first brain in your gut, more so than what's even happening up here. So there is just so much impact that it all has, and it's all related to each other. So we can't just say, let me take this food out, everything's gonna be okay. That's one of the things I just wanna stress this. One of the things my doctors have stressed to me over the years is that until I manage my stress, it doesn't matter how healthy I eat. They're like, Autumn, your stress, you are not managing it. You hold it all right in your intestines. So you're gonna have to figure it out. So that's part of the reason it's addressed in the program, because I was like, well, I know I'm not the only one.
Literally, not the only one.
Stress well.
Yeah, I found at the beginning of the pandemic, found myself in the ER room, and that is what the physician said, like, you need to manage your stress better. So, okay, let me bring it back though, because
Yes.
that's exactly what this program is all about, because we have 4-week gut protocol and we have 4-week for everybody. So take us through, like, what do people need in order to successfully complete these programs?
Yeah, so you guys are going to see this when you start to look at the different packs that we have. You obviously need the program, right? So you're going to get 4 weeks for everybody when you, or I'm sorry, you're going to get 4-week gut protocol. When you get 4-week gut protocol, 4 weeks for everybody is automatically included in there. So you're going to have access to the workouts automatically included. You guys, we have, I'm sure people have seen it by now. We have Optimize and Revitalize as our 2 supplements that go with this program. I want to make something really, couple points I want to drive home when we're talking about the supplements. So are they the same as the supplements used in Ultimate Reset? Yes and no. Yes, it's the same formula. Do we use them in the same way? No, we do not. We use them a little bit different. So you don't want to rush out and go buy the supplements right now that are a part of Ultimate Reset, because there's a different, there's different packaging with different instructions on how to take them with 4-week gut protocol. And there's a different amount of pills in the container, because 4-week gut protocol, we take more and the program is longer. It's 4 weeks, not 3 weeks. So if you run out and buy the Ultimate Reset version right now because you're so anxious, you're going to end up having to buy more because you're going to run out. So just know that the dosage is different and the amount of pills that are in the bottle are different. But yes, we have our Optimize and our Revitalize, our pre and probiotics, and our digestive enzymes that really help us assimilate our food. And while it's not mandatory, you guys, I am going to highly, highly suggest you getting these supplements with it, because it does help. And even when we talk about these things, about stress and getting older and exercise and all of that, that can impact the production of our digestive enzymes. And we need those digestive enzymes to help break our food down and help us absorb it. And even again, where I'm at right now, because I just had my blood work redone a couple months ago, and while everything is improving, they called me and they were like, you still need to be on your digestive enzymes. You stopped taking them, didn't you? And I was like, yes, I did. I was a bad student and I had stopped for a while. And they're like, you need to be on your enzymes. And I was like, all right, I'm back on them. And honestly, the second I was back on them, I was like, oh, they were right. I needed to be right. Like, you guys, I'm not perfect. I have those moments too, where you take them long enough that you're like, I'm good. I don't need them anymore. And then all of a sudden, after a couple of weeks, you're like, oh, I do need them. So yes, we have digestive enzymes. We have our probiotics. I think we can all benefit from both of these. You're going to get your core ball in, like, we definitely want to have the core ball. You guys, it's this little piece of equipment. If you've done 9-week Control Freak, you have the core ball probably, but it makes such a huge impact in the workouts and how we activate muscles and stimulate things to recruit more muscle fibers when we're doing a move, that's where even more benefit comes from it. So you want your supplements, you want your core ball. Now I know the question is there, the supplements are not available in Canada, the UK, or France. Yes, we know that. So for those communities, we will give you guys guidelines on what you can look for that's as close to what we have as possible, so that you can obviously get them and take them as well, because we want you to have something if you want to use that. But you guys, here in the US, like, I always tell people, I know everybody wants to go like searching everywhere else. Can I get something similar or whatever? Like, I have been in this business long enough, and I do not say this just because I'm a Beachbody super trainer, because I won't promote anything that I don't truly believe in. I have tried so many different ones. I have spent the hundreds of dollars on bottles of things, and I've tried the cheaper versions. It makes a difference, and the quality is what I have come to love and trust and believe in the most when it comes to Beachbody. Knowing what's in there, knowing what's not in there, like additives and things like that, it's really important. It makes a difference. So we got you covered. They're right there. Add them to your pack or buy the pack that has them. But yeah, those are going to be the 3 things. You're going to want your supplements, your core ball, you're going to have the program, you're going to have access to 4 weeks for everybody, and you're going to be good to go.
Okay, so just to repeat, supplements in the US, in Canada, UK, we know, we got you. We got something we're working on. right now, do not run and go purchase the supplements. It is not the same. It's not the same. We have more, we have better discount actually with this program. However, one thing you can do to prepare is if you have your Shakeology order coming out, your HG order coming out before the 15th, one thing you can do is make sure that you go ahead and switch it to vegan. And as you're getting people started before the 15th, make sure that you're getting them started with a vegan flavor of Shakeology. That way, when March 15th hits and this program launches, you don't have to wait another 15 days until the end of their 30-day bag of Shakeology. So that is one thing that you absolutely can do right now to get ready with the supplements and all that's involved with this program. Okay, let me keep going because we got some more to talk about. Speaking of more to talk about, I know that a lot of people are, I don't want to say nervous, but just wanting to know like how to talk about it. And you are, I feel like, the mother of let me tell you how to talk about this in the best way possible. So tell us a little bit, in your opinion, Autumn, how should a coach be talking about this program?
Look, obviously most coaches have not gone through this program yet, aside from a very select few, like the Success Starter Test Group and a couple other people that I had helped me test it out at the beginning. They haven't gone through it. So really what you guys should be talking about is, first of all, we've put a bunch of stuff in your coach back office. So go back there and look at it, because I wrote out an entire like description, things you can say, things you can't say, how you should say it, how not to say it, reels ideas that you can use to create reels for it. So I've really tried to make sure like I've laid it out for you guys to eliminate that feeling of like, I don't know what to say. So definitely use the tools in your back office. I've also had my graphic designer create a bunch of stories for you guys. Yes, they are on a private page on my website, but we're also uploading them into the coach office for you guys. So those should be going up into the coach office very soon for you to have too, right? I'm trying to arm you with everything you need so that you don't feel like you have to be the gut health expert. But with that, you guys, when you talk about it, first of all, it's really important to use may help, could possibly help, things like that. It's important not to make claims about the program. You can't go out there and say, it's gonna cure your IBS, right? Like, we're not making those claims. It may help improve your gas, your bloating, your sugar cravings, your energy, your sleep, your mood. Like, you can say things like that. And you can definitely like check out my Instagram and how I'm referencing things and what I'm talking about. But really what you guys could be talking about too is how excited you are. What are you feeling right now? This is one of those ones, y'all, that like, this is not about the weight loss. If you have weight to lose, it'll happen just because it's a side effect of eating healthy, right? But this is so much more than that. This is so much about how you're going to feel. And I even have people posting things in the Success Starter Test Group that I was like, oh, wow, that's an interesting one. Didn't even expect that, but that's fantastic. So are you feeling anything right now? Are you curious about something you have going on in your body and whether or not that might be being impacted by your gut health? That's what I would be saying right now. Like, if you're like, I'm a person who doesn't go to the bathroom regularly, I don't go every day, I'm really wondering if this is going to help improve that, because if I don't go to the bathroom every day, that must mean I'm holding waste in my body. That can't be good for my mood. That can't be good for my energy. That can't be good if I'm trying to lose weight. So I'm really excited to see if this helps. Or it could be like, you know, like I said, my skin always looks dull or has breakouts or things like that. So I'm really curious to see if there's something I'm eating that's affecting my skin. You can talk about it in terms of what you're excited to discover with the program. And then obviously once you start going through it, you can start to say what you're finding out.
And maybe you feel great right now. Maybe there's a chance that this program helps you feel better. So I don't want you to feel like, oh, you're out because you feel great right now. Like, this truly is for everybody. And Autumn just hit so many things. And if you're over here like, wait, where does that exist? Coach office, that is what the the Champions Page Takeover is all about. So we are going to take you through your Coach Line office. We're going to make sure you know where all these things live. We are going to make sure you see the templates that you can use. And we're going to also make sure that you know how to use them. Some of the stories that she was talking about, we're going to have those coaches on to share their story. You're going to be talking to Monica tomorrow, Monica Lopez. Y'all, she has an incredible transformation. Anyway, I'm not going to name drop because I'm going to forget someone's name. It's not going to be because of my heart. But that's what this week is for. So make sure you tune into this week so you can hear how not only people were transformed scientifically, but how they feel better and learn where all the resources are in your back office.
Yeah. And just to reiterate what Keyshawn is saying, y'all, you don't have to feel bad for this to benefit you. You could already, we had a few people in the Success Starter test group that were like, I don't know if this is for me. I don't have weight to lose. I don't feel bad. I think I'm fine. And they're the ones like wrapping up. And I've actually been posting some stuff in my stories today of what they're saying, because so many people were like, I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know that I didn't feel right. I didn't know I had bloating. I didn't know that I had this issue or that issue. I thought I felt great until I realized I could feel greater. So like, just know that you could be feeling really good. But once again, there's nothing wrong with working to improve how you're taking care of your body.
It's kind of like you do your personal development. Like, you are probably an incredible person, but we still do our personal development. I feel great, but I feel like this program is like me doing my personal development. That way I can learn even more about what Autumn just described, just told us is our second, probably really our first brain.
Right.
So we have some questions. Do we have a few minutes? Okay. So actually, we have more than a few, but I'm only going to take a couple, and then if we have a whole bunch, then I'll get back. Remember, y'all, we have a lot of training this week. Tomorrow, Emily Fritz, who is our executive director of nutrition, she's going to be going live on the Champions Page to talk more about the supplements. So I'll say some of those questions for tomorrow, guys. If I skip it, it's not because I didn't see it. Okay, so there's one about nutrition program. So can you talk a little bit about color-coded containers with this program?
Yeah, so the one thing I want to emphasize to you guys, and this is really important, is I need you to look at 4-Week Gut Protocol as a standalone program. I want you to look at 4-Week Gut Protocol the same way you would look at Ultimate Reset or 3-Day Refresh. It's the digital program, so you're not getting a box because it's all online. But this is not Portion Fix, right? This is not a path in Portion Fix. This is its own program, because I am getting a lot of questions about, well, can I do 2B Mindset with 4-Week Gut Protocol? No, you can't do 2B Mindset with 4-Week Gut Protocol. You also can't do Portion Fix with Gut Protocol. Just like you can't do 2B Mindset or Portion Fix with Ultimate Reset because you're doing Ultimate Reset, or 2B Mindset or Portion Fix with 3-Day Refresh because you're doing 3-Day Refresh. When you're doing 4-Week Gut Protocol, you're doing 4-Week Gut Protocol. That's it. That's the program that you're doing. Yes, the containers are there because there are some principles that I'm always going to incorporate, portion control being one of them, balanced macronutrients being another. But this is a hybrid. We're using the containers differently. We're using the food lists differently. There are different rules on how you're going to work week to week with your containers and things like that. So while some things might seem familiar when it comes to the containers, like I said, it's not Portion Fix. It's Gut Protocol. It has rules, all of that is all its own. So it's really important to look at it that way and understand it that way, so that people aren't going, well, I do Portion Fix and it's fine. Portion Fix is great. 2B Mindset is great. But this is just something that is different, that's taking you deeper in, that's really going to help you learn your body, focus your body, and be able to understand a lot faster, like, oh, that does not make me feel good. Let me not have that. Oh, that does make me feel good. Let me do that more often, things like that. So yes, you can do Gut Protocol for longer than 4 weeks. There is a reintroduction phase at the end of the 4 weeks. If you so choose to, you don't even have to reintroduce the foods if you don't want to. Guys, everything I try to design for you, at least up until this point, is about lifestyle, because I don't really believe in dieting. I believe in giving you tools that help improve your lifestyle. I don't want to give you something that you have to come off of in a couple weeks because you can't possibly maintain it. So yes, you absolutely can do it for longer than 4 weeks. And I have a lot of people in the Success Starter test group, believe it or not, even though they've finished the 4 weeks and they are technically at the point where they could start reintroducing foods, going, nope, not reintroducing. I was a portion fix. I'm staying on gut protocol. This is my new happy place. Yes, you can do intermittent fasting with it. I don't go into great detail about how to do intermittent fasting. Y'all know how to do intermittent fasting. I did teach that in Portion Fix, so you would do it the same way.
So, okay, is there an age range for this program?
I mean, everybody can do it. Like, I wouldn't necessarily say go put it on your young kids. Not that there's anything wrong with teaching our kids to eat healthy, but like we don't have the kids version of containers like in here and things like that. But again, if you're making a meal and it's a delicious meal, why not have the kids eat it? Why not encourage kids to try different plants, different fruits, different vegetables, things like that? But there's not a specific age range. There is a question, just so I don't know if it was brought up here, but it's been brought up to me enough times that I want to address it. And that is, can you do it when you're pregnant? So short answer and long answer. Short answer is always check with your doctor first, but yes. Long answer is this. You got to be aware that when you're pregnant, we experience a lot of different things when we're pregnant. Okay. So first trimester, you don't feel good, food aversions, indigestion, tiredness like you've never felt before. A lot of women get constipated when they're pregnant. That's coming from hormone shifts. So we need to be aware of that. There's like a running joke that if you're pregnant with a girl, she steals the mom's beauty because they tend to get more breakouts and melasma and things like that. So what I would say is this: yes, you can do it and it's healthy and you just want to make sure you're eating enough and that your doctor's on board, but it might be harder to identify the difference between a food sensitivity and the fact that you are pregnant, growing a human being in your body, and you got all these hormones raging and changing, mood swings. We know pregnant women, we cry for no reason, we get angry for no reason. So it's harder to sleep at night. So you can definitely do it, and I'm sure it would be fantastic for you and your baby. But just know that it might be harder. And I don't want you to set a pregnant woman up for failure or feeling like she's failing, especially because we do eat more plants and that can be harder to digest when you're pregnant. So that's the long answer. You really need to talk to the person and see where they're at in their journey and how they're feeling, and make sure that they understand that pregnancy hormones can be causing a lot of that. So it'll be hard to tell the difference between hormones and food sensitivity.
Okay, and that was a question that we got. It was in regards to pregnancy, breastfeeding, and is this a program that shifts hormones? That was another question. So I don't know if the answer is a little bit different for that one.
Here's what I'll say is, again, I'm not a doctor and I have to be very careful legally what I say. Again, you guys, let's just look at it really like in a common sense way. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it so that I don't get myself in trouble.
Break it down for us, girl.
Break it down for you. Everything you put in your mouth becomes your body. Okay, so, and that means it becomes your cells, your tissues, your hormones, your hair, your nails, your skin. It becomes everything. So if you're putting crap into your body, those things are not going to function optimally. When you put the good stuff in and you focus on taking care of all these good gut bugs that do a lot of different things for our bodies, including producing certain hormones and triggering our body to do certain things, I would venture to guess, and I'm saying it that way for a reason, my common sense would lead me to believe that it could have a positive effect, could possibly have a positive effect on your hormones.
Makes sense.
That's how I'm allowed to say that.
And it makes perfectly great sense. So we'll move right along from there. I cannot believe we're already at 30 minutes. Like, I feel like there's still so much to unpack because, to your point, this is an ever evolving study, and we're learning more and more about it every day, and it affects so many people. And so I think that that's a power that we possess. Autumn and the team of experts, they have created something that literally is for everybody. our second brain runs the show. So Autumn, any last minute words for this mega team call with all these teams represented, ready to launch this program on March 15th?
Yeah, you guys, look, I'm so excited, and I know there's so many questions and there's only so much we can get to at one time, and even so much you can, again, ingest and digest as we talk about it. So keep like tuning into my Instagram, because I'm trying to share as much over there as possible without like giving you guys launch fatigue and making you get tired of hearing about it. But I'm trying to drop information slowly. The tiles are up. So the sample workout is up. The sizzle, like that kind of shows you what the program is all about, is up. There's a little 4-minute overview under the 4-week gut protocol tile of the program, right, where I give a little overview of what is to come in the program. So you can, again, start to get information from those places. We've got the Champs Page takeover happening this week. I'll be on tomorrow with Monica Lopez. I'll be on again on Friday. There's other trainings happening. Get in that coach back office, because y'all, I will tell you, I always work my butt off for every launch we have, because I want coaches to be so successful, and I want you guys to feel so confident in how you have the ability to help people. But I have never worked as hard as I have worked with this one, because I know, one, that it's so important. It could really, truly help change people's lives. And I want you guys to feel really confident talking about something without having spent the last 5 years researching a topic like I have. So I have worked endlessly with the team, with the experts, with legal, with everybody, to put stuff into that back office that allows you to really speak in a comfortable way about it. And more is going to be being released, so that you guys over the next 2 weeks will have more. So just keep staying tuned into everything, because I really do think we are just at this time, just in life and in the world, where it's so important to be focusing on our health. When you sleep better, when you think clearer, when your moods are not swinging like from one end of the pendulum to the other, that is where we need to be, where we're calmer and we can speak from a more loving place and more understanding. And I know you might not think like all of that is affected by what you eat and your gut health, but I am telling you it is. And as somebody who is hot-tempered and triggered very easily, and has been my whole life, even like I took myself through 4-week gut protocol, like full on all the way through it. I started on New Year's Eve, believe it or not. Like what a day to start on, but the weather here sucked. So that's when I started it. And it wasn't until week 4, it had already been happening, but it wasn't until week 4 that I registered it, because I was dealing with a really stressful work situation one day. And I got off the call and I was like, interesting. I did not lose my cool like I normally would. And I was like, that, like, I'm way more calm than I normally would have been in that stressful situation. And I started to notice it more and more. And I was like, wow, like these are things that would have sent me just over the top. And I was like, side effect I wasn't expecting. But again, everything changes and everything functions better. And guess what? That makes your whole life function better, because when you're not losing your cool on people, everybody's nicer to you too. So like, keep in mind that like all these little side effects happen. So yeah, somebody else just said, I realized my temper is pretty much non-existent. So I'm guessing that's something.
Love that.
So it's all coming.
And so you took yourself through the program. Coaches, Autumn can take you through the program also. Starting March 14th, excuse me, Lord have mercy. Starting March 15th through April 4th, that's where I got the number wrong. All you have to do is help someone with 4-week gut protocol, total solution pack, and purchase it yourself, and you will get into Autumn's Bot exclusive group. That means she will walk you through the program for yourself, but also to equip you to help someone else walk through the program. Y'all, that's what we have.
I have one more thing, actually. First of all, Keyshawn, do you know how many people we have on? Just curious, by any chance?
We had about 1,200 at the peak.
Okay. So I'll say this, y'all. I have an announcement that I'll be making tomorrow. We have all coaches, right? This is coaches only?
All coaches.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not speaking to customers right now, but all coaches. So I have something very special that I decided that I wanted to do for coaches that pertains to this launch. there will be something very big and very special that you can earn. And I'll give all the details tomorrow, so stay tuned. I'm actually probably going to announce it here on the Champs page tomorrow, Keyshawn, because I want it to be where only coaches are seeing it, so it doesn't turn into like well, why as a customer can't I earn this opportunity?
So we'll take the exclusivity, Autumn. You don't have to explain.
So just know it's all for y'all. It can only be earned by coaches, and I will go into it tomorrow on how you could be one of the people to earn it. But I think it's going to be amazing and fun, and it was just something that I really was like, I want to do this. I know how hard coaches work, and I think it'll be a really fun experience for us. So
I think that is how we should end it, y'all.
Yes.
So Autumn has a special announcement tomorrow. And as we go into this week, Autumn mentioned something about don't get launch fatigue. If you even have like a little creep of a voice telling you to have any type of fatigue, you've got to reprogram your thinking, because this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to really impact lives, starting with your own, because this program is truly for everyone. With that being said, go full out this week. Be at the things, get what you need, leave what you don't, share all of it, including the sample workout, which is already available. And we're playing a mean game of bingo. If you play that game of bingo, you will essentially be setting yourself up to have a successful launch. So anyway, Autumn, we thank you. Can I say thank you personally, like selfishly? Thank you for making this for me, girl.
I got you guys. I'm so excited to bring it to y'all, and I appreciate everybody. I know it's late. It's 9 o'clock, well, 9:30 now on the East Coast. So thank you guys for taking the time away from your families to come learn. I hope you're as passionate about it as I am, because I've seen the impact it can have. Like, let's go out there as a team, because that is what we are. We are Team Beachbody. I can't help people without you guys helping people. So let's go help them together and really make a big impact.
Boom, boom. Thank you, Autumn. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, love that. So let's open it up and see if anybody has any specific questions that I can answer while you're here. Any takeaways, all of anything, whatever. I'll take it all.
I'm sure she said it, but I missed it. I saw the Revitalize and whatever the other one's called, but what are they supposed to do? Like, what are the supplements for?
April, do you know? I looked it up really quick.
Yes, go for it.
I don't necessarily know what she's using them for, but the Revitalize is a probiotic. So I pulled up all the ingredients. They have them straight on the site. Optimize is a proprietary blend of enzymes. So that's the digestive enzymes. And then the Revitalize is proprietary prebiotics and probiotic blends.
Which is good, because somebody that has struggled with, since early as I was like 6 years old, I've had, every time I ate, my stomach has hurt. I went to a gastroenterologist, went to all of these things. And their answer was, we don't know what's wrong with you, but take pre and probiotics 20 minutes before you eat. So Shakeology really has helped me so much with that, in that being like, I don't have to take it right before I eat, it just helps me for the day. But a lot of times when people are having gut issues, it's due to lack of pre and probiotics and lack of enzymes. So that right there, one, they're in Shakeology, which is great, but just adding extra in, I think, is just going to be really great. Does anybody currently struggle with any GI issues, gut issues, hormone issues, any of those things? Yeah. So I think that it is a lot of us. And I think that it's also an entire market of people that maybe aren't currently with us or currently clients with us because, the workouts aren't their thing, or they already have that taken care of. But I think that everybody is saying is that 4-week gut protocol, this is for everybody. And this is a way to like a whole new untapped market of people that are going to be like, wait, what is this now? So I'm very excited. Yeah. Bloating, I was going through, Erin Hopkins posted a lot of things. She saw a lot of people, and you have to be very careful with your claims of what it can do, but there's people that have seen clearer skin, less brain fog, less bloating, more energy. People who struggled with insomnia for years are now falling asleep easily, staying asleep. I mean, so many things, not having, to run to the bathroom, or the opposite, not being constipated, like also, yeah, they talk about the claims in the training. So there is a couple things I want to just really quickly invite anybody to share anything while I grab the info group. I'm just going to show you really quick, but feel free to
But
share.
this is just something that is different, that's taking you deeper in.
Nope.
That's
Stop it. Sorry. Anybody have any thoughts while I grab this group up to show you?
I can talk real quick. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I wanted to share, I have been personally going through a lot of this, and I have hired multiple doctors. I try to stay as holistic as possible. And even with like testing my adrenals and my hormones and all kinds of things, that's the number one thing that they said, is that you have to heal your gut. You have to heal your gut. And this could be from years and years of damage. And I've also, just like April, have had abdominal issues for a long time. But I mean, the first thing they did was they wanted to put me on a supplement of ashwagandha, which is in Shakeology, and also to give me a probiotic. So like everything that she was saying, I'm like, it goes exactly with what my functional practitioner was saying too. And that's the thing. If you want to level out your hormones, if you want to heal like anything that's, caused from stress, also like those are all connected. But our gut, when we have a healthy gut and healthy gut bacteria that's flourishing well, everything else just kind of falls into place. And it's crazy how much is connected to that. And you could do like a quick Google search and just see what all is affected by your gut, and you will just be mind blown by, I mean, even she was talking about your skin issues, and I mean, just your sleep and like your overall mood. It's just crazy how it can 100% improve the quality of life, when you handle this one thing. So I'm really excited about this. And I think it's a huge opportunity, to help a lot of people, especially women, moms like us who, know that we've dealt with lots of hormonal changes and issues. I just think it's not talked about enough. And I think this is going to be really great.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. So we're going to take a quick picture, but let me just really quickly show you. So this is this is our launch group. We just change it for every time we have a launch. So we've got 4-week gut protocol info, and in the guides, we have a what is 4-week gut protocol, the sizzle video for Autumn that's like 5 minutes long, dates to remember, transformations. And then I also just uploaded, Danielle and I have updated this today. So pricing options, if you already have BOD, if you don't have BOD, for US and Canada. And then actually during the call, I just uploaded the 4 weeks for everybody sample workout. So I'll add that to the guide as well. So everything you need is in there. If you have any questions, please let us know. But I'm so excited for it. So I'm going to stop the recording real quick.